That felt good. I tell you what, the game changer is the full palm at the end. Don't have to bugger around with this and that.
Marginal gains.
Marginal gains. That's maximum gains. For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, episode 34, we talked about marginal gains. So today, episode 35, we're talking about what we've learned over the last year in business.
What did you learn over the last year?
So you're going to throw to me because you've got nothing.
But nothing.
I think you have, but you've just got to think about it. So the main thing that, maybe this is quite a strange start, but I think last year I learnt that you can run a business and it doesn't have to take over your life.
Okay.
Because I think I was saying to Ken the other day, Ken Chu from TCC, we were having a chat, and I said 2025 was probably the first year that I felt like I've had proper balance in my life. And what I mean by that is not chasing my tail, focusing on the business enough but not obsessing over it, spending quite a lot of time on hobbies and friends and family, and basically having time for everything without being burnt out. And so that was my main takeaway, that it can be done. The big kind of caveat to that is that I was lucky last year with probably one to two clients that were quite big for my business now, and I don't think they're going to be doing too much work with me next year. I suppose you could say because
you fucked up.
Yes, I had too much balance and I didn't do the work. No, it's just due to funding. So yeah, maybe if we're sat here next year, I'll be saying what I learned is that 2025 you could get balance, but then the next year there's no balance.
Set me up for a fall.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think that's my main takeaway. I try every sort of just before I break up for my Christmas break, I try and kind of reflect on the year and things and what I want to do the next year. And that was my overriding sort of takeaway, really, the fact that I did have balance. At certain times I thought, like, this is too good, like the balance is too good, like what am I missing here? There's something's gonna go wrong.
Was that whilst you were shooting pool that you was having those things?
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, pool's a great example.
Works amazing.
Yeah, but that is a good example of I've had enough time to like go to pool during the day, or if work's a bit quiet because I know the next week's okay, and having that flexibility thing. Actually, I will play pool for a couple of hours today because everything's okay. So just being a bit more laid back about it, I suppose. But as I said, we'll see. What if 2026 I'm on my arse? We'll know that I need to go back to being obsessed again. Yeah. So I think that's a good starting point for me.
I think everyone goes through that, don't they? The balance, striking that balance, or lack of, and then working out. There'll be a period where you try to get more balance in place and you feel a bit guilty about it. Yeah. But yeah.
And there's so many things to balance as well. So if you're thinking about a sort of generally speaking, if you've got a partner, if you've got family, and you've got a business, family comes first, of course. Your health comes first, and then everything underneath that. So you've got your business, but then you've got things that make you happy outside of that as well. And it's just, I know that for me, when something is out of kilter, that's when I'm not the happiest. Whereas if I'm spinning plates but everything is manageable, that's when I'm at my happiest and my most content. So I heard something the other day, and he said peace is something like peace is a superpower or something like that. So if you've got peace is a performance enhancer.
What cricketer said that?
No, Steve Smith. Yeah, peace is a performance enhancer.
Hmm.
And there's something in that. Like when you're settled and you're happy, you can just, and you're sleeping okay and your health's okay. Yeah, you're just able to do stuff, and you're just a lot better at everything.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I'd start.
Okay.
What about you?
I've got 15 minutes to fill.
A 15-minute monologue. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
I think one of the things, and it comes from something we said in it, or I said about in another episode when we were talking about legacy, and what I've been doing in terms of those little notes in a jar at the end of the audio diaries. God, I forgot they were called then because I haven't done them for a while. I think what I've learned over the last year is personally, not to do with business, but on the personal side, is focusing on the small stuff.
Okay.
The small, seemingly at the time insignificant things. And I don't think we spoke. Yeah, so since the episode where we spoke about legacy, Christmas and New Year happened.
Yeah.
And on New Year's Eve, I got that tin out.
Yeah.
And one by one, my sons pulled out one of these little anecdotes or little memories, and it was things like, "Oh, do you remember when so-and-so said this?" And it was a silly thing.
Yeah.
And we only spent sort of 15, 20 minutes, but everyone was laughing, smiling.
Nice.
And it was all these things, and they'd all forgotten them, mostly. Because and especially kids that age, they will remember the holiday, their birthday, stuff like that, but not, do you know, when we were in Sainsbury's and you did this and it was cool. So focusing on that stuff was a really important process to remember more of the good times.
Yeah.
So there was that.
Better reflection.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because life goes pretty quick.
So I've learned that, and also your 365 project that you spoke about. I've started that as well.
Have you?
In terms of photos.
Have you given up yet?
No. I've got an alarm on my phone. 5 p.m. every day. If I haven't done it by that point.
What? That's amazing. Okay. No, the thing is, the really annoying thing about you, right, is that I've been doing a 365 for probably, I mean, a minimum of like 6 or 7 consecutive years. I've never, 2025 was the first one I've completed.
Oh, okay.
I've always got to about, I think like my PB, like personal best, has been like 267 or something.
Oh,
which has been pretty close to it. But,
already beaten that.
But then we're only on Jan 14th. So, but coming back to what I was saying, how annoying you are, I reckon the first year you'll nail it. You'll just do it because you're uber efficient.
There was a day where I had to look through my phone, see if there was a photo that I'd taken on that day.
Yeah.
It's a rubbish photo.
Doesn't matter.
But again, it's the small things.
Doesn't matter.
So my kids were sitting there just watching telly and I took a quick photo.
That's not a small thing.
Well, no, but you wouldn't normally take a photo of them just sitting there looking completely, glazed over.
Still
watching more
ticking
junk.
a box. Yeah. So that's going to be really interesting as the year goes on, because I think, I'm glad you've started it.
Thanks. Thanks for the
Thanks.
idea. That came out really aggressively, didn't it? Thanks, mate. You committed me to something for 365 days. Something else that I've learned, and it's not, I don't know whether it's necessarily from 2025, but it's as a result of 2025, is as soon as I started back at work this year, I've tried to do it before, but it didn't really work, but I've really more structured my days. So I've set out my tasks for the day the night before, and then I've given them a time bracket.
When you say the night before, do you mean straight after you hang up your headphones on, say, the Monday at 5 p.m, or is it 8, 9, 10 p.m. before you go to bed?
When I finish work. So straight as I finish work. Nice. That's the last thing I've done.
Yeah, okay. That's your sign off.
Yeah. But these are the most important things I need to get done tomorrow. From 9 to 11, I will do this. And I don't know, I've got a nice chunk of time to really dig into that thing. And so I started it this week. Yeah, this week. And it's really, really helped. I felt really productive. So much done.
Okay.
I haven't made any money, but...
No. But your office is really clean.
Yeah, done hoovering. Yeah. But it's given me that focus.
Structure.
Yeah. We've talked about that, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it feels good to do that. So I'm going to keep doing it until I get bored of it, I guess, and hopefully it will just become a habit.
Yeah. Yeah, it might become a habit. They say 30 days for a habit, don't they? I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I think it takes
32.
I think it takes I think it takes a lot longer personally. Okay, so something you potentially will learn in 2026 then is how far that can take you.
I've got
Think
another.
Oh, see, we're on a roll now.
Flying now. Unless you've got one.
No, you crack on, and then I'll
Again,
piggyback off it.
I think it's something learnt from the comparison between, or thinking about the previous year, is having specific goals. So I've got 2 very specific goals for this year. And I said on the way in, I'm excited by them because I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And it feels achievable.
Yeah.
And I've broken them all down into very specific steps that I need to do to get there. And I think last year, I didn't really have that, or I had one and I'd completed it by February or something.
Right.
So for the rest of the year.
Which is nice, but.
Yeah. But for the rest of the year, coasting is probably the wrong word. But I didn't have anything big, specific and big to go for. I was just like, let's work.
Okay.
And that was that, which is fine. We've spoken about not having to always aim high. Staying the same is fine as well.
But that's something that I don't know if you took this away, but we were having a TCC peer-to-peer the other day, and Mark Lawrence is an animator, and he was saying he just said something that was probably to him not very interesting, but I found it fascinating, where he was saying that he's not. Well, this is what I took him to mean. He's at a level now where his practice is good enough. He's not kind of upskilling himself. He's doing the work that is totally in his comfort zone, but it's pleasing his clients, and he's happy with that. And I thought, God, that's good, because what is put out there all the time is be better, improve, and so it's just an interesting way to look at it. And actually thinking, no, for now, this is fine. Obviously, you can take that too far, and you can be behind the curve. But I think there's something in that potentially. And it sounds like maybe last year you were potentially in that zone.
Content.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. But now you've got, rocket up your ass for 2026 for your big hairy goals. Don't know where that came from.
Don't ever say that.
No. Cut that out.
Go on then. Give us another.
What I learnt last year, or over the last year. Well, I think I feel like I've got more clarity in what I do and what I don't offer, and I'm better at turning down work now.
Okay. So you've learned that is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing bad will happen.
No, and I'm not homeless just yet.
You look homeless. That was good, wasn't it? Quite pleased with that one.
That timing and that delivery was expert. Well done. Yeah, that was. You look homeless. I may look homeless, but I do have a home. Despite turning down work. There you go. No, it's again back in the early stages of your business. You just take everything, because you don't know where the next job's coming from. But I suppose going back to what I was talking about with Mark, I've just got quite a lot of clarity on what I can do confidently, and I think that I can do well, and stuff that I can't do well. And being honest with people. I had a call the other day, and I got involved with a really short film that was just a day shoot. And the old me would have taken it on and had this real sense of anxiety because it was out of what I perceived as my skill set. But I would have taken it on anyway, and I wouldn't have I just would have left it at that. And I had an email, and I said, yeah, happy to discuss it. On the call, I said, well, I'm more than happy to do the job. but I'm just being really clear. This is my skill set. You've looked on my website. I don't do this. I can't really do that. So kind of take it or leave it, but I'm happy to be part of it.
Did they take it or leave it?
No, they left. They went with someone else. No, they said no. That's absolutely fine.
Cool.
We're confident, that you can do it. And so that to me, and it went really well, and that's great. But that to me was a big step forward, because if that went wrong, and I feel like I did it to the best of my ability, well, I've done everything that I can. And so it reduced my anxiety massively just by being honest.
Yep.
And not panicking about what people kind of think potentially. So maybe that comes with just a bit of, I don't want to say, this is air quotes, but maturity, because I'm not particularly mature. But but that maturity comes from having confidence, like that innate confidence of what you can and what you can't do. That doesn't mean you can't upskill yourself if you want to. So yeah, I would say that's probably a big thing, actually, sort of now we're thrashing it out.
I learnt that it's okay to not be stuck in your ways. And what I mean by that is, so, that for a long time, I was getting up at 4:45 every single day, even at the weekends. Loved it.
It was a bit of a whisking thing, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And I would feel really, really bad if I didn't do it one day for whatever reason. Even if I was ill, I would think, oh, gosh, I should be up at 4:45. But during December, pretty much everyone in my house got ill.
Yeah.
And I was trying to fight it off. And I did get, not drastically, but I did get under the weather, shall we say. And I had some lie-ins.
To 5:15.
Till 4:46.
Come on.
No, until everyone else woke up, basically.
Yeah.
Because I figured, well, I need that extra time in case I do get it.
Yeah.
I need it to, properly, and need to recover and whatever. And nothing bad happened.
How did that... Okay, so now we're back in the swing of work and routine and structure.
Yeah.
Are you back to 4:45?
Oh, yeah, 4:45 again. But
so basically what you're saying is you got ill and you had a couple of lie-ins.
No, but it stayed for the rest of December, even though I wasn't ill anymore. So the whole of December was pretty much just getting up at sort of 6, 5:30, which was nice. But there's two things that I learned from that. Nothing bad happened. It didn't change how my days were going or anything like that, seemingly. And I've started it again now. And what I've learned from that is that, I don't know, it's fine. It didn't affect me. So if I do want to have a lie-in at any point, why not? Don't be so sort of stubborn with your routine.
Well, that's nice, because you're doing it because you've gone to the other side of having a lie-in and nothing bad has happened. Now you're getting up at 4:45. You're not tied to it. You're doing it on your own terms, because you know that if you don't do it, it's fine. So you're doing it because you want to.
And it sort of ties in with the time blocking as well, because I always know what I'm going to be working on the next day. So I've got that immediate focus, 4:45, right, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it gives you that sort of push into work.
Yeah, morning routines, I think, are pretty vital. Whatever form they take, having that trigger
could even be something as weird as chess puzzles.
Love chess. I love my half an hour of coffee and chess in the morning.
Do you ever solve them?
No, I've been doing the same one for 5 years, but I'm resilient, like we said the other day, and I will carry on going.
Love that.
So there we go. All right. Well, we came just before rolling. You said, I'm not quite sure what I did learn, but I think you've learned quite a lot over the last year. So I
think sometimes you just don't, think about it.
You don't reflect on it.
Analyze it.
You don't reflect it.
That's why this is important.
Come on.
For us.
No one else. Well, no one else watches anyway, do they? But,
I do.
We get 2 views and 2 likes and 2 comments.
And then I unsubscribe and subscribe again.